Good morning. Welcome to the Infinite Spark Collective. I'm Kimberley, the founder, your coach, your teacher, and I'm glad you're here. I'd like you to consider this space the place where your soul can come to rest, where your spirit can come to rest. And today is the Vortex Directive reading, what I like to call the one related to the law of attraction, law of assumption. And as with all my readings, I tend to throw in a little teaching here and there. So I was drawn to pull one deck for this reading. And we're going to do the Ask and It Is Given, which is an Abraham Hicks deck. So a lot of my law of attraction and manifestation decks are from them. I do have a couple of others, but today we're going to pull two cards. And unlike a number of my other decks, which have books with a card description, these are on the back. And I'm going to tap into my higher self, my guides, and see what other information that they want to reveal about the teachings on the card. So let me just give these a shuffle. Okay, that one's sticking out. It doesn't want to go in the deck. So we're going to pull that one. And that one sticks out too. If this reading doesn't resonate, as I usually say to everyone, then please go check out another Vortex Directive or check out my other readings on the playlist. And maybe that one will resonate for you. But here's the card, the first one. I have the ability to direct my own thoughts. You have the option of observing things as they are or of imagining them as you want them to be. And whichever option you choose, your thoughts produce a vibration within you that equals your point of attraction, and then the circumstances and events line up to match that vibration that you've offered. Now, depending on what you're working on creating or manifesting, we all know the 3D reality is an illusion. We all know it. Can't always accept it. It's hard to believe that what's happening in 3D, it's hard not to attach yourself. But I've learned now that when you pull back, instead of reacting to what you see, just remind yourself and say this aloud, say it in your head. Thank you, universe. I no longer believe this to be true. This is an old story, old narrative, leaving my reality. My fill in the blank is the only option I accept. Now, about directing your thoughts. I'm sure you've heard this a million friggin' times a day from every other law of attraction teacher, but it's true. We can't monitor every single thought. What we can do is become aware of our thoughts. Whether that's, oh, I'm in lack. Oh, why isn't here yet? Why isn't it here yet? Or why am I not getting this? Manifestation is not about getting. Manifestation is about creating. And positive thinking, I'm not talking about that, okay? Because they've done studies. Positive thinking really doesn't do anything for you except fog over what's really going on within you. So when you change your thought, you change your life, as Wayne Dyer would say. What you need to do is look at the emotion that that thought is creating. Lack, where is it? Why don't I have it yet? Essentially, lack. Longing, anything that can be considered as to why your brain is constantly thinking about why isn't it here yet, is essentially a negative emotion. And I'm not telling you to all of a sudden tell your head to shut up, okay? What I'm saying is when you notice that, oh, I'm in lack, or something in 3D triggers you and you get angry, or you get upset, or whatever the case is. Oh, I'm upset. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, so that's what this is. Acknowledge it and then ask yourself, how can I pivot? How can I pivot or change or flip the script, flip the thought to the knowing that I am the infinite creator, to knowing that I can be, have, or do anything I want. It's not just words. This is why in past readings I've talked about affirmations, which are by Noah St. John. Instead of framing your affirmations as I am wealthy, I am this, I am that, I have this, I am. That is what triggers your brain, therefore triggering your eyes to go and actually look for the lack. This is why I am suggesting, and it works for me, is to change your affirmations to questions. Affirmations. Why is abundance flowing so freely to me in every area of my life? Why is blank? And the reason I suggest using the word why is because Noah St. John has explained it that what that does is that triggers your subconscious and your unconscious to go find the answers. Therefore, you may end up dreaming of things on how to take action. You may dream, you may start seeing synchronicities of what to do. More than likely, you're going to get synchronicities of how to be in the energy of the God and the Goddess within you, that infinite spark. Because in all truth, the only way that I have found to create is to come from that space of God within you and connect to the infinite source of that omnipotent energy, the quantum field, and surrender it. And when I say surrender, when you start getting up in the morning and you meditate, you pray, you do whatever it is to connect to that infinite soul space, that infinite God space within you, and you use affirmations like, why am I so abundant? Why is abundance flowing to me in every area of my life? Why is it so easy for me to create wealth? Why is it? I actually have a post, I think a couple of posts in the community on the channel about affirmations. I'd go check it out. Okay. Since every request is granted, I feel no competition because there is no competition. You're not taking things from other people. You're not trying to get something from someone else. You're not trying to compete to be better to get the thing you want. There's always this thought that law of attraction doesn't work because it's limited. So many people think, well, if I ask for this or I ask for that, and there's 10 million other people on the planet asking for the same thing, we're not all going to have it. No, that's not true. Because whatever you're asking for, generic as it is going to come to you in a different way than it will be for that other person. And why? Because of your vibration. Now, elephant. Girl riding an elephant. Think Ganesha, remover of all obstacles. So this card speaks to me and says that you are capable of allowing there to be no obstacles whatsoever. When you realize every request you make is granted, there's no competition. And every request could mean anything. If you're in lack mindset, guess what? You're going to get more lack. So you need to learn to pivot. You need to learn to pivot. You need to learn to pivot into the wait a minute, I've got this. I am the absolute creator of my reality, and I choose fill in the blank. When you realize there's no competition out there, when you realize that the law of attraction works for everybody, it's based on your vibration. You don't get what you want. You get what you are, and you get who you are being. So if you are being in lack, if you are being in pain, if you are being in the, where is it? I don't have it yet. You're in that, that's why you think the law of attraction isn't working. Because you're not seeing the lack. What you're seeing is repetition of the lack showing up, and you just get mad. It is up to you to find what works for you to change your thoughts from lack and I don't have it to I already know it is mine because fill in the blank. And when I say because somehow, some way, you're going to be guided to take action. You don't know how that's going to happen. You could be suggested to read a book, take a class. You could meet somebody who provides you an opportunity to fulfill that thing you've been trying to attract. But it originally starts from you, from your vibration. And the only way to do that is to vibrate at the frequency of the infinite creator, knowing that you create your own reality. You create your own reality. And when you see stuff in 3D, that's only a past story, an old story that came from your thinking from years ago, months ago, days ago, hours ago. It's a loop. And you have to break the loop. You can do it. And as I grow my channel and start coming up with ways that can help you break the loop, and I'm honestly sure that you already know how to do that, you just have to be consciously putting it into practice. Okay? That doesn't mean doing more affirmations. It doesn't mean doing more scripting, more tools, more techniques. Because the more you do, what it does is brings anxiety, and anxiety is your vibration. So therefore, it keeps away what you're looking for to manifest. You need to be so solid in your knowing that you are the ultimate creator, that you are the infinite spark. You are the God and Goddess. You have the balance and you have the power. You know it. You just need to remain in touch with it. Thank you for joining me today. This is the Infinite Spark Collective. I am the founder, Kimberly, and I'm here to guide you on your journey. Until we meet again, have a wonderful day. Oh, and by the way, please subscribe if you haven't. Like the video, please share it. I've noticed that most of the people who tend to watch my videos are women in my age group or older. This material is for anyone. My goal client base is age 35, male or female, who is looking to level up, who is looking to connect with that infinite spark within them and be able to create their life from that. Please share the videos. Go back, check some of the older readings out, and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon. Bye.